Hello, everyone. Welcome to my live stream. I hope you've had a wonderful week and you are ready for me. So I know a number of you are tired, but I'm hoping I can get you shocked, I can get you excited, and I can get you happy about what's happening because we are talking about money. Now, my ultimate goal is to teach you how to ride economic boom so that you can have the skill set, the mindset to have generational prosperity versus generational poverty. So if you don't know me, my name is Tara. My live stream is to help you understand money flow. Money moves. A lot of you think that money disappears, but money doesn't disappear. It just moves, okay? So if you can learn how to move with the money, then that is how you can move with the money, then that is how you can ensure you can always ensure that you're on the right side of money. Now, please keep your political, your racial, your gender, and your religious preferences out of my live stream. This is solely about money, understanding history, economics, business cycles. That is it. So welcome. Now, if you guys don't know, I do have a moderator because you get it a little bit of rowdy and I need to keep it on point. Next, I have talking points. I want to be clear. I have talking points. Because I have talking points and I have a certain amount of time, there are topics that I will get through come hell or high water. So put your emotions to the side, focus and pay attention, and please engage. Last but not least, I'm trying to help as many people as possible, and the information that we're talking to you about as far as the stock markets and tariffs, we are giving you a point of view, information that you're not going to get anywhere else because we are drawing information together to give you a very keen, shrewd insight into money. So the only thing that I'm asking for all of you is to tap that screen continuously and give me hearts. If you cannot tap that screen, I'm going to tell you the scroll. So if you're ready for me to get started, show me your excitement. Show me how much you love this money. Show me how you're ready to get this bag. Are you ready to get started with me today? Tap. Now, the stock market. I'm going to start off with the stock market, okay? The stock market jumped at the end of the week and they had a roller coaster ride. Now, some of you, let me help you understand this. The stock market was pumped. It was pumped up 2 times this week. So if you're happy and you're feeling optimistic about the stock market ending on a positive note, they pumped it up so much, percentage-wise, money-wise, that the stock market had really no choice but to end on a higher note. So if you're getting excited about how Wall Street ended, I'm asking you again to take a step back and really think about what I'm saying. You see, if you do not understand perspective, they will lead you to believe that this market still has a chance and the correction has ended. I'm going to listen to me really carefully. Okay, you guys have stopped tapping that screen. Because of what happened this week, Wall Street's trying to give you the point of view that the markets are hopeful because it ended on a positive note. The only reason why it ended on a positive note is because The only reason why it ended on a positive note is because these sons of bitches actually pumped up the market 2 times this week. An amount of trillions of dollars. The first time the stock market was pumped, it was off of a social media post that went viral, that was a lie, and that Washington, D.C. basically said it wasn't true. That was the first time Wall Street was pumped up, and then it dropped. Now, some of you saying, April and double bottom. If you were watching me about a week and a half ago, I told you past performance is not an indicator of present or future performance. Hold on, listen to me. You guys are sitting here scratching and sniffing, holding your breath about the double bottom that historically happens in the month of April. And if you listen to me, which is, I'm telling you, if you would have listened to me, I would have told you is as follows. Past performance of an April double bottom is not an indicator of present or future. future performance. Let me explain to you why. April typically has a double bottom because there's certain economic factors that have been in place that supported the fundamentals of the market having a double bottom in April. Last year, you weren't dealing with trade wars. You weren't dealing with trade wars. So if they're trying to make you believe that April has the same possibility of having a double bottom in April, I'm telling you to get your facts and your good investment judgment straight. We are dealing with economic tumultuous times where no one knows what the hell to do because they've gotten so good at pumping up the market. They told you April's going to be a double bottom, right? You're waiting for that double bottom, right? You're putting your money in Wall Street again, right? And you keep getting played, right? Because you are basing your decisions, your investment decisions, off of a paradigm that does not make sense according to what is happening right now in front of your face. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? In the past, it was true. But Trump wasn't battling with Canada. Trump wasn't battling with the EU. Trump wasn't battling with China. You have so many shifts, money shifts that's happening. How can you be so confident on April having a double bottom just because of how it performed in the past? The investors, Wall Street and institutional investors and big wig investors have been pumping up this market for a number of years. That is why it's dropping so much. They've had Wall Street so high up that you've been operating in space. And now that it's correcting and it's coming back down to earth, you guys don't seem to understand real from fake. You don't understand real from fake. You've seen the Magnificent Seven and you see how much they've soared. They've soared because the market has been rigged. It's been rigged because they've been leading you down a path of certain economic investment activity that has allowed the market to go up more than it should when the fundamentals do not support it. So when I say stocks jumped at the end of the week and the week has been a roller coaster week, yeah, it's a roller coaster. Economies are in recession. Government is slashing spending. Consumers are slashing spending. Businesses are slashing spending. So if all this spending is being cut, how do you actually expect a double bottom to happen in the month of April? Where'd you go? You guys went silent on me. Come on now. I got information for y'all, and this is not even the best of it. I want to be clear. If you can't get through the first 10 minutes of my live, you're not ready for me. I need you to tap that screen. I'm just getting started, and don't make me ask again because I'm telling you I got some information for you. Okay, some of you are so focused on Wall Street. I'm telling you there's other ways to earn money. But I need to get you through this. Thank you for the gift. I need to get you through this. I need you to tap. So it's been seesaw trading. Okay, it's been swinging between positive and negative. The fact that the stock market is swinging between positive and negative, that means it's a healthy stock market. I want to be clear. That is how the stock market's supposed to act. And a free economy with supply and demand, the stock market is supposed to go up and down. So what you think is uncertain is actually how the market is supposed to perform. Did you hear me? What you think is abnormal is actually normal. They have basically brainwashed you and contorted your perception of how the market's supposed to work. The markets are supposed to be volatile. That's what's supposed to happen. The stock market is a direct reflection of the GDP of our economy. So if our economy is cooling off, why does Wall Street have an expectation that the market should stay heated? If the stock market is made up of businesses and businesses are cutting spending and their revenue and profit forecast, why does Wall Street have an expectation that the stock market will stay hot, that the stock market will not correct, but the U.S. government has to correct? Your bank account has to correct. Businesses have to correct. Thank you for the gift. This is what I'm talking to you guys about. You got to think it through. You cannot believe everything you're hearing. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, that tells me that you are investing with some broke money mindset fundamentals. I'm going to repeat it. If you don't understand the basics of economic cycles and business and why the stock market exists, you're telling me that you don't know what you're doing. And you are banking off of a hope, a wish, and a goddamn prayer. Hello, Brian. And that is a bad investment strategy. Now, some of you have technology and you're reading the markets using technology. Money tells a story. And if you can't look at trend lines and you can't look at the activity of the market and let it talk to you, I said that. It talks. Money talks. Money talks to people who understand what the hell they're doing. So if you can't listen to what the market is trying to tell you, and you keep trying to put a circle into a square peg, that's broke money. That's broke money. Where are you getting this information from? You're getting it from me. So if you don't watch me, you have no idea the type of information that you're missing out with me. And I'm just getting started. Let me go a little deeper. So the Dow went up 1.5%. The Dow went up 5%. S&P went up 5.7%. NASDAQ went up 7.3%. Big fucking deal. Big deal. I'm going to repeat what I said. Dow, S&P, and NASDAQ went up. Big fucking deal. Let me tell you why. How much money have these indexes lost? They are telling you that they went up at the end of the week, but they're not telling you how much was lost. So when I tell you that perspective is critical and understanding stats and data, you got to take a step back and listen. Good morning. Thank you, Raw. You got to take a step back. You see, oh, S&P went up almost 6%. This is good. Slap. I just slapped you. How much has the S&P lost since Trump has come into office? That's what you need to be looking at. Because if the overall losses are greater than these stupid ass gains that you got this week, it means you're still in the hole. And it means that your cash is not safe. Do you understand me? You cannot base where you put your money on off of 5 weeks or 5 days of training. You need to go back to the beginning when the market started crashing, and you need to keep track of those losses to see are you in the black? You're not in the black. You're in the red. And you're choosing to let your money bleed off of the fact that you're not educated and or you're lazy. And I'm sorry. Thank you, Texas. I'm sorry. I speak facts. I'm not going to mollycoddle you. I'm not going to babysit you. If you can put your money on the line, then you can boss the hell up and take this information I'm giving you, because it's all about money. Now, hope. Hope, hope, hope. Wall Street is talking about hope. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. When an investor has to talk about hope, instead of using their God-given talent, which is intelligence, I'm telling you something is wrong. Wall Street keeps saying, we have hopes of this, we have hopes of that. What do you mean hope? Hope is not goddamn money. Cash is green. Cash is not hope. So when they're telling you they have hopes that because Beijing has announced that they're not going to engage in tit-for-tat tariffs, who dropped y'all off? Which spaceship have you landed off of? I said it, you heard it. Don't get sensitive, tap that screen. You are telling me you're putting cold, hard cash. Cash is king. You're putting cold, hard cash in a market with so-called licensed professional, educated professionals telling you they have hope. That is bullshit of the highest grade. It's farm to table bullshit. Did you hear me? It's grade A bullshit. If you got to say, I got hope, I'm telling you, you're whack. You're whack. Because real business people, they get to the numbers. They get to the fundamentals. They're not dealing in hope. People who make money will sniff it out like a bloodhound. Do you think a bloodhound says, I have hope that I'm going to catch this scent? No, broke money says that. I said it, you heard it. Broke money says, I have hope. Because real money makers will be looking a different direction and getting this bag. You don't have to agree with me. Now, back to Beijing. Hello, money on my mind. Beijing says Beijing is announcing that it's not going to engage in tit-for-tat retaliation anymore. Listen to this. I gotta call bullshit. I gotta call bullshit. China has recently raised its tariffs against the U.S. to 125%. It just raised it to 125%. And after China raised its tariffs to 125%, it then took the tariff moral high ground. Did you hear me? Thank you, Money. China took the tariff moral high ground by saying after it just increased tariffs to 125%, it will no longer engage in tit for tat. Oh, geez. Do you hear bullshit? You raise tariffs. And after you raise it, you say, I'm not engaging in tit for tat. I don't do tit for tat. Make it make sense, people. So you are basically getting hopeful that the stock market is going to go up off of Beijing saying that because it has the moral high ground on tariffs and it will no longer increase tariffs, y'all sons of bitches are now hopeful that the market's going to go up. You don't hear cray cray? Do you hear cray cray? Listen to me. The person that just raised tariffs to the country that just raised tariffs to 125%. And in the next breath, they said, we will no longer engage in tit for tat on tariffs after you just raised it. And you people are getting hopeful that the stock market is good. Oh, man, I'm slapping all of you on the asses. Bend over and let me slap you on your asses. You deserve to be slapped on the ass. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. You are putting your money in a market where a country just talked out of both sides of their face. On one hand, they said, kiss my ass, U.S. You got 125% tariffs. That's one side of the face. The other side of the face said, we will not engage in such activity because we are not like the U.S. of America. And y'all are falling for it. I'm not done. I'm just getting started. Now, let me tell you what this means. The U.S., I'm just getting started. I told y'all I was preheating the oven. I'm just getting started here. Now, the U.S. has 145% tariffs on China. China now has 125% tariffs against the U.S. Now, y'all thinking, yeah, they're going toe-to-toe, blow to blow. Let me tell you why they're not going toe-to-toe, blow to blow. One, you listening to me? Are you ready for me? All you people, all you guys who were hopeful, you listen to me. I'm getting ready to tell y'all how y'all getting set up for next week. You guys, Friday, it's Saturday for me. Wall Street just ended on a positive. I'm getting ready to tell you how you're getting ready to get played next week. Do you want to know how Wall Street is getting ready to play y'all sons of bitches? Let me tell you what I see. Do you want to know? Tell me if you want to know. Okay? Tell me if you want to know. Let me tell you what they're doing. Oh my God. Block styles. Goodbye styles. Let me tell you what they've done. They've ended the week. They've ended Friday on a high note. The stock markets ended going higher. Now, China just announced that it basically rose its tariffs on the U.S. to 125%. Now, the U.S. has tariffs at 145%. So I've got the scene. The stock market looks like it's rallying. Two titans are battling. Let me tell you why the tariffs against the U.S. and the tariffs against China are different. China is an export-based economy. The U.S. is a consumer-based economy. China earns no money unless it has consumers. So it doesn't matter what China puts on tariffs. The U.S. can go to Vietnam, Taiwan. We can go to Cambodia. We can go get what we want from another country. So for those of you who are getting excited, hopeful, based on the tariffs and China not being tit for tat, I just told you it doesn't matter what China puts on tariffs. The U.S. is a consumer purchasing economy. If they have no customers, it doesn't matter. Their inventory, their supplies are worthless. So the tariffs are not the same. Who has more leverage? the people who are buying. Did I confuse y'all? Did I confuse you? And yes, China has been using other countries to manufacture their goods, which is why they got slapped on the ass with tariffs also. The people are buying. Do you actually think Chinese citizens have the same the same purchasing power as the U.S.? No. So when China is putting tariffs back on the U.S., you have to understand it's not the same. It doesn't have the same weight. So when Wall Street's telling you we ended on a higher note after a choppy week, they ended on a positive note because they want y'all over the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, they want y'all hopeful. They want y'all excited. So when the markets take off on Monday, they want all of y'all not thinking clearly, buying the bullshit, dumping your money in the stock market again, and they just pumped it and dumped it another way. This is another way of money flow. This is another way of money flow. They set you up for the next week. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think. Do you see what I'm saying? Y'all go off the grid. Y'all have gone off the grid. Do you see it? And this is why you're always chasing money. This is why you're always behind in getting this money, because you're being set up in advance to follow some breadcrumbs, and they are waiting for you to cash out. It is a setup. It's a setup. I play ball there. It's a setup. Now, I know you may not like what I'm saying. You don't have to like what I'm saying. You need to think about what I'm saying. May I proceed? Are y'all ready for me to move on to the next topic? Let me know. Some of y'all got a little sensitive. Some of you getting a little sensitive. Let me know if you're ready. Give me a sign if you're ready for me. The fact is this: China has made a lot of money off of exporting goods to consumers. You guys can look at whatever percentages you want. The prices that Chinese company charge U.S. citizens are not the same prices they may be charging in other countries. I didn't say that, Michelle. That's what you heard. No, Michelle. That's what you heard. And that's how I mute her. That's how I know you're not listening. Because if I said that, I would have said that. I didn't say that. That's your conclusion. I want to repeat. Michelle, I didn't say that. That was your conclusion. That was your conclusion. If that's what you choose to do, you do that. I'm giving you information to make decisions to follow money flow. And if the conclusion that you came to is to stay out the stock market, you need to own that. That has nothing to do with me. I'm just painting a picture for you. Are we clear? Tap that screen if you're ready for me to move on, because I'm on to my next topic. Don't tell me what the hell I said. I know exactly what I said. I got talking points. You got no point. I got talking points. And guys, I want you to know this. I'm not here for popular opinion. I'm not here for your approval. I'm not here for your validation. And I'm not here for your acceptance. I'm here to tell you money and information, and you need to sit with that. Now, the dollar. The dollar is at a decade low compared to the Swiss franc. I want to repeat. The dollar is at a low compared to the Swiss franc. There is a U.S. asset sell-off. Now, people are mad. And when people get mad, consumers or investors, let me tell you what they do. They want to get rid of your stuff. So people who are selling off U.S. assets, they're actually trying to punish Trump, punish the economy, because they feel wronged by what is happening. So right now, people are trying to move over to the Swiss franc. Last week, they were trying to move over to the Swiss franc and the yen. So they've dropped the yen and they're focusing on the Swiss franc, okay? So investors are fleeing to the Swiss franc. They're going to gold. They're still trying the yen, and they're trying the euro. Can anyone tell me if this is a global economy, and you're saying the U.S. dollar is not safe, and Japan's economy, let's say their banking system's losing money. Why do you believe, for example, the yen is a safe alternative to the dollar when Japan is another export-based economy built on the dollar. And Japan just announced Q2 profits for banking is dropping. Can anyone make sense to me? Can anyone make sense to me? You got investors telling you, sell the US dollar. They're setting you up on this too. This is money flow. I'm going to explain to you how you're being set up. You're being told to go to the euro. You're being told to go to the euro, but the European Union cannot afford to pay its portion of the NATO bill. Listen to me. The European Union cannot afford to find the money to pay their portion of the defense bill and NATO. But investors are telling you to put your money in the euro. One. Next, they're telling you to put your money in the yen. If you listen to Japan, the country of Japan is of sound mind and body. Japan is telling you that their economy is cooling down. Japan was one of the first people to run to the table to start negotiating with the US. Do you think if Japan wasn't going to get hurt by this, do you think they would have flown to DC so fucking fast? But these people are telling you the yen is a safe haven. Next, they're saying gold. Gold is good. Gold is good. But let me tell you something. When I hear gold, I love gold. No, I love gold. But let me tell you this. I fall asleep. Go learn the euro historic again. I will do that, Prudence. Goodbye. I will do that, Prudence. I will go learn that. Okay? Listen to me. They're telling you to put your money, sell off U.S. assets, go to the yen. Japan is telling the world that their economy is cooling down. Even their banking industry is dropping in value. The euro cannot afford to pay their portion of the NATO bill. They're scratching and sniffing, which is one of the reasons why Trump has an issue with them. So you are pouring your money in the euro, you're pouring your money in the yen, and I'm telling you the fundamentals, the basics do not make sense. If the US is cooling off, how is it that Japan is not cooling off? How is it that the European Union is not cooling off? China will be okay. Yes, it will. Everyone's going to be okay. Depends on how broke you need to go. Where are we? Are you thinking about what I'm saying? They're telling you the yen and all these other currencies are a safe haven when we are in a global economy. Even currency is being impacted by these trade wars that's happening. And when GDP growth is falling, you know it impacts the currency. So is there a safe place to hide, or do you see that they're pumping up the currency markets to dump the money? Listen to me. Now I'm telling you money flow. The basic is you don't know what you're talking about. Yes, I do not know what I'm talking about. That's why you're watching me. Goodbye. Do you see the setup here? You're being told, put your money out of U.S. assets. Pull your money out of U.S. assets. They're telling you where to put your money, and they're sitting waiting for you to put your money in these currencies so they can let it go. So you think you're going to a safe haven because all of these large institutional investors have bought before you. They bought before you. And now they're sitting on it. And now they're telling you because they pumped it up, because they bought so much, they pumped it up. And then you come in and buy because it looks good, and they're waiting to exit. They're waiting to exit. That's called money flow. That is a form of currency pump and dump. So I showed you how you're being set up on Wall Street. I'm showing you how they're saying you're safe. If the U.S. is not safe, our economy is shrinking. China is battling for its economy. Saudi Arabia is dealing with its own deficit. What are you talking about? Do you understand me? Okay? So they're selling everything America. There's a sell American trend. All right? There's a sell American trend. The USD is losing its safe haven bid. Let me tell you where money is. All of y'all are selling your American assets. Okay? You're running to havens, currency havens. Let me tell you what you're doing. You're creating an economic opportunity. You ready for me? I'm getting ready to hit you with some money flow. Let me know if you're up. Let me know. Let me know if you're ready for me, because I'm getting ready to hit you in the gut. I'm going to hit you in the kidneys, and I'm going to hit you at the gut at the same time. I'm going to double punch you at the same time. Tap that screen if you're ready for me. All right, you ready? Let me tell you what they're doing. When the U.S. dollar gets weakened, when the U.S. dollar weakens, it creates opportunity for foreign investment. So all of you sons of fool who are selling your U.S. assets, let me tell you, you have other countries with cash that's waiting to come in and swoop up and come in and take your place. You see, let me tell you something about the U.S. dollar. When the U.S. dollar is strong, that's a good thing. But a weak U.S. dollar, a weak U.S. dollar creates money. Were you ready for that? Tap that screen. Tap that screen. Show me your appreciation. So they're trying to tell you to put your money in the yen. Let me tell you what they're doing. They're telling you to put your money in the yen. They're telling you to put your money in the Swiss franc. They're going to weaken the dollar. And these same people who told you to put your money in the yen, they're going to come back in and they're going to swoop the fuck back in right on you. I'm waiting for y'all to catch up with me. I'm waiting for y'all to catch up with me. Anyone who's being muted or blocked, please don't take it personally. American liberal, that's the best you got. Why don't you call me Michelle Karen, or call me Karen Obama. If you want to insult me, just call me Karen Obama, right? I mean, come on, guys. Don't be a fool and lame at your insults. Don't be lame. Don't be a loser at insulting me because you don't like what I'm saying. Okay? If you want to insult me, insult me. Come on now. I mean, damn, you're losing your money and you're a loser at insulting me. Come on now. Don't be that way. Don't be a sore loser. Are you ready for the next topic? Let me know if you're ready for me. Come on, people. Let me know if you're ready for me. Insult with excellence. Yes. Insult with excellence. Thank you. Now, here's the next topic. Goldman Sachs. I love you too, guys. Goldman Sachs. A Goldman Sachs economist said that tanking oil prices poised to more than double Saudi Arabia's deficit. Okay, so I moved over to the Middle East. All right, guys, I've moved over to the Middle East. A Goldman Sachs economist said that tanking oil prices is poised to double Saudi Arabia's deficit. Listen, guys, tanking oil prices, Saudi Arabia chose to lower its prices. Listen to me. This is the bullshit they spin. They're trying to make you think that oil prices is falling from the sky like Wall Street. Saudi Arabia OPEC chose to lower its prices. It's no different than a Black Friday sale. Those of you in America, you know damn well about Black Friday. Black Friday means that they slash prices, they sell a lot more goods, and they turn a profit. So you're trying to say that Saudi Arabia's oil, OPEC, is just tanking. It's just falling. They chose to lower their prices. It was a strategic move. What are you people thinking? So the fact that this Goldman Sachs economist says tanking oil prices, it's not tanking. Saudi Arabia, they're intelligent. OPEC is intelligent. They chose to lower their price to get people to buy the oil. If Amazon can have a sale, if Target can have a sale, if Costco can have a sale, if Banana Republic can have a sale, why can't OPEC have a sale? So when they're telling you that they're tanking, I'm telling you that information is skewed. Now, just because Saudi Arabia does have a deficit right now, for a number of years, Saudi Arabia had a surplus. So you think that Saudi Arabia doesn't have cash? You don't think they stack that cash? You don't think they stash the cash to help them during this time? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Just because they go into the hole this year, do you actually think the king of Saudi Arabia did not stash money for a time like this. So Goldman Sachs, this economist who says that the tanking oil prices is more going to double Saudi Arabia's deficit, get the hell out of here. You're not telling the full story. You're not telling the full story. They want you to think that it's all crashing down because they are manipulating you, okay? Crashing oil prices, waning demand. Listen, Saudi Arabia, OPEC dropped those prices to get demand up. They said Saudi Arabia needs at least $90 or more a barrel. They said Saudi Arabia needs $90 or more a barrel. And they're at 60 right now. Let me tell you, if I was Saudi Arabia, let me tell you what I would do. Yappity yap, yap, yap. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, Bucky. Bye, Bucky. You just got blocked. Let me tell you what I think. You want to hear what I think? Typically, Saudi Arabia has been charging $90, okay? Right now, OPEC, Saudi Arabia, that's at $60, okay? It's at $60 because they chose to do so first.
Estimated roughly.
It's estimated. But let me tell you what's happening here. I believe, it's my understanding that this Goldman Sachs economists, they're pissy. They're angry because they're losing money on the stock market, and they're mad that Saudi Arabia chose to cut their prices, which impacts profits of Goldman Sachs. Did you hear me? The reason why they're putting out negative information about Saudi Arabia is because Saudi Arabia decided to make an economic decision for its prosperity, and that is impacting the quarterly profits of Goldman Sachs, and Goldman Sachs is angry and going for broke, and they decided to put out this inflammatory information to get you to sour on Saudi Arabia. That's what bitches do. Bitches be bitter, okay? That's a bitter bitch. I said it, you heard it. That is why they said that they're trying to make it seem like Saudi Arabia doesn't know what it's doing. Saudi Arabia made a choice. Just like Walmart can have a sale, Amazon can have a sale, that businesses have sales because they make money. And even though Saudi Arabia was able to charge $90, what makes you think that Saudi Arabia cannot afford a $60? Now, let me tell you how else Saudi Arabia can afford it. If Saudi Arabia decides to use automations, AI, and some more modern technology for their plants, they can slash jobs. The fact that Saudi Arabia is not slashing jobs is because it's Aramco is a state-owned company that employs its citizens. But if they really wanted to get gangster with it, they could use automations and technologies and robots no different than Amazon or Tesla. Are you with me? Welcome to my live stream, people. I want to see if you come back to me. Are you shocked? Welcome to my live stream. Welcome, 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 welcome. Now, I told you before, the purpose of my live stream is to help you understand money flow. The reason why Saudi Arabia has basically lowered its prices because it wanted to ensure that money flow was not leaving Saudi Arabia. So they made a business decision to lower prices so that money flow can actually come back to them. That is called a boss move. Do you understand? Are you with me? Are you with me? And they have surplus that they can use to weather this economic storm. Did you hear me? So yes, in 2025, Saudi Arabia probably has a deficit. Everyone is probably going to have some form of a deficit. But do you think Saudi Arabia is going to go belly up, just because of this? No. That's because you got to have people that are thinking. They're playing chess. Exactly. Tap that screen. Next, let me tell you what's happened. Because Saudi Arabia has dropped its prices, China has come in and made demands. China wants to buy. Did you hear me? Saudi Arabia lowered its prices and China's coming in saying, give me more, give me more, give me more, give me more. And let me tell you what that means for Saudi Arabia. Cash money, cash money, cash money. So Goldman Sachs, while they're trying to make you think that Saudi Arabia doesn't know what they're doing, who doesn't know what they're doing? Bitter, broke bitches. That's what I said. This is money flow. All right. Aramco is to ship 48 million barrels and made to China. Did you hear me? Saudi Arabia is going to ship 48 million barrels in May to China, and it's going to increase its allocation to China. That's money. China is buying Saudi Arabia's oil because it likes the price point. It likes the price point. So they want more. They want more. So who are you going to listen to? Are you going to listen to the fact that China is buying 48 million barrels of oil in May from Saudi Arabia? Or are you going to listen to bitter broke bitches, Goldman Sachs economists, who's telling you it's tanking? Cash talks. Cash talks, and broke bitches can walk. Did you hear me? Cash talks. China's paying cash to Saudi Arabia. Money, money, money. Goldman Sachs is angry because their quarterly profits are not going to, thank you, BBBs. They're mad because their quarterly profits on money that they invested banking on a $90 price from Saudi Arabia has gone down the toilet. That is the real problem, okay? China is going hard. All right, China's going hard. Saudi is the second largest crude supplier to China after Russia. I'm going to repeat. Saudi is the second largest crude supplier to China after Russia. All right, guys. I'm getting ready to go hard on this last story, okay? I got one more talking point for you guys, and this is the one I've been waiting for, all right? You think I've been taking you through stuff. What I'm getting ready to talk to you right now, I am in love. Okay, this is economic money flow business cycles at one of its best. And this what I got for you right now, it gets me excited. It gets me excited. And I can't, this is terrifying. Rose. Rose, come on, Rose now. Come on, Rose. Yes, Rose is correct. But I want to, Rose, now, come on, Rose. She's correct. Rose is correct. Okay, Rose is correct. But I want y'all to know this is BFD. This is a BFD. All right, you're ready for me. Let me show me some love. Let me know if you're ready for me, because this is going to be a little complicated, but I think y'all can get this. All right. So remember, if you watched me before, remember when I told you that oil suppliers, oh my God, I guess y'all know me. Remember when I told you that because of the tariffs that Trump was placing upon China, there were a number of oil suppliers who were scheduled to use Chinese cargo ship vessels. Thank you. You probably haven't watched me. That's why you need to watch me, but I'm going to give you a little information. About a week ago, I explained that China is a cargo ship giant. They are titan. They're titan when it comes to shipping, and they are titan when it comes to building these cargo vessels. Because of the tariffs that Trump has placed on China, oil suppliers, oil traders have decided to ditch Chinese cargo ships because they do not want to have to deal with the 1 million tap on the ass expense that comes with using a Chinese cargo ship. So I'm going to repeat. Because of Trump's tariffs, thank you, welcome Don. Because of Trump's tariffs, Trump has basically hit an industry of China in which they were a titan. They're titan when it comes to shipping and when it comes to building cargo vessels. Oil traders were scheduled to use Chinese vessels, shipping vessels. They have dumped, or they're in the process of dumping, okay, Chinese shipping vessels for American vessels, because any cargo ship that has China written on it is going to get hit with $1 million. They don't want it. Next, they want to make sure that there's no delays in getting their oil to American shores, okay? Now, what did this do? This is causing money flow, massive amounts of money flow to leave China's cargo shipping building industry. This is a massive amount of money leaving China, and it's moved. Let me tell you where it's moving to. Because the U.S. did this, they are actually stealing. They're stealing the business of China. Let me explain to you why. The U.S. is now going to start funding the building of ships. They're going to start building naval ships, and they're going to start building cargo ships. Did you hear me? The U.S. put a tariff on Chinese goods. Those tariffs caused other people in the world to abandon doing business with China. And they took their oil and other supplies and put it on U.S. ships. U.S. said, I smell money. And now Trump has signed an executive order seeking to revitalize U.S. shipbuilding. Did you hear me? That's money. Does anyone hear money? Anyone who is in business, who deals with investment, do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? So when I told you at the beginning of my live stream, stop crying about Wall Street and start paying attention. Get your head right. Chris, goodbye. Goodbye, Chris. Goodbye. They're taking that money because of policies that were created, economic policies that are created. It is causing a money flow. This money flow is leaving China, and the U.S. is swooping in. They are swooping in to get that bag of money. This is money flow at its best. When I tell you money does not disappear, money moves. And because the U.S. had the power to do so, and because people are abandoning their business contracts, their business deals with Chinese shipping countries, the U.S. is coming in to get this money. So why are you crying about Wall Street? When I've just given you every single live stream, I give you clear examples of money, of money flowing and money not leaving. All right. So there's going to be an increase in U.S. naval, more focus on increasing U.S. naval ships. And because of the $1 million docking fee, there's a $1 million docking fee for Chinese ships. So the U.S. put tariffs on them. And then you block people for disagreeing with you. Yes, I want to repeat. No, I don't block people for disagreeing with me. I block people who are distracting and who are not focusing and paying attention. You don't have to agree with me. You got confused. I don't give a damn whether you agree with me or not. People who are not adding value, people who are being distracted, and people who are intimidated by money and intelligence, you get booted. Everyone else gets to stay. It's only the people who are complaining about their rights. Let me tell you your rights in my live stream. You have the right to listen. You have the right to learn. You have the right to engage in comments that add value. If you do not do those, you have the right to STFU and or scroll. Those are your rights in my live stream. Do I make myself clear? Okay? Do I make myself clear? This is my live. You go live. You go live. Let me tell you if you're going to get this information someplace else. You're not going to get this information someplace else. So either you play by my rules or you scroll. Namaste. You don't have any rights. This is my live stream. I don't give a damn if you agree with me. We do the work. We do the work to bring you this information. I like people to agree with me. No, I like people who know how to think. Goodbye. I like people who are focused. Thank you. I like people who are focused. I like people who know about money, and I like people who can identify opportunity and take action. That's what I like. I don't have time for laziness. I don't have time for mollycoddling, and I don't have time for broke money mindset. Do you understand? That's it. Now, let me tell you what's happening here. I'm going to finish this off. Yesterday, I told you that China has arrived in Chile. Was there anyone in my live stream that heard me say that China was in Chile? Is there anyone from yesterday in my live stream? Okay, here's another nugget of information. Yesterday, if you watch me, okay, you shouldn't miss my live stream. Yesterday, if you watch me, I told you that China was in Chile for copper. They were in Chile for copper. Now, let me tell you who else is in Chile. The U.S. is in Chile. The U.S. is in Chile for blue gold. China has slid into Chile for copper. Now, let me tell you why. You ready for this? China knew that their cargo shipping industry, their building industry, and their actual shipping industry was being gutted by tariffs and the $1 million docking fee. Are you with me? I'm getting ready to blow this away. And I told you that China was in Chile for copper. Now I'm telling you that Trump has decided to put the U.S. back on the map for shipbuilding. Do you know what ships need? Can someone connect the dots? I told you that China was in Chile for copper yesterday. I told you that yesterday. Today, I'm telling you, Trump just announced that the U.S. was going to start to revitalize U.S. shipbuilding. China is in Chile for copper. The U.S. is now revitalizing its ships. Ships need copper. Did you hear me? Ships need copper. Do you hear me? So China is moving in to get copper at a time. Thank you. Tap that screen. Oh, I love y'all. The people who understand me, thank you. The rest of y'all, get your broke asses on. China made a boss move. China knew that its cargo shipping ended. They need materials. So China made a gangster move. It swooped in on Chile to get copper because the U.S. will need materials to build those ships. And if China has access to those minerals, maybe. But I'm telling you about money flow. These guys are playing chess. They're playing chess. The U.S. hit the industry, the shipping industry in China. China then makes a move to go for copper. Now, let me tell you this. China is also in Vietnam. China's also in Vietnam. Let me tell you why. Vietnam has found over 100 veins of minerals. Listen to me. Vietnam has just found about 150 veins of minerals. 40 of those are diamonds. No, is it diamonds or gold? Gold. Okay, 40 of those veins that are found in Vietnam are gold. So out of 150 veins of minerals, Vietnam found that 40 of those veins are gold. Guess who was in Vietnam when they announced that? China. So if y'all think just because these tariffs are happening, and you think just because Wall Street and economists at Goldman Sachs are telling you this, they're getting this money. They're getting this money. You guys are crying over Wall Street, and I'm showing you money flow and money moving. So this is one reason why you don't miss my live stream, because every live stream I give you nuggets of information. Yesterday I told you China was getting in copper in Chile, and today I told you President Trump just announced that we are going to revitalize U.S. shipbuilding, and U.S. ships need copper. Do you see the connection? Thank you, Kels. Do you see the connection? Now, this is called real information. Okay? This is real information, and my goal is to get you to think differently and operate differently. Now, for those of you who know me, this is your time to leave. Thank you. For those of you who want to know how to earn money in an economic boom that's happening, please stay. So I want to repeat. Those of you who watch me regularly, this is your time to exit my live stream. Everyone else who wants to know how to earn an income in an industry that is booming, that allows you to have a 2-hour workday, daily pay, and earn 100% of the profits, this is here. So if you need to earn income, you want to know income, you want to get six-figure income earning skills, this is that portion of my live. So I'm going to repeat. Anyone who watches me, you may exit or you may stay because I don't know what I'm going to say. Everyone else who is looking for a way legally and legitimately to ride this current economic boom, stay here and listen to me. Right now, we have an economic recession that's happening, but we also have an economic boom. This economic boom is happening in the digital industry. It's called a digital wave. This digital wave includes technologies like cybersecurity, cell phones, AI, quantum computing, automations, humanoid robots, and e-learning, okay? This is the economic boom that's happening right now. Now, some of you are losing your jobs because of AI, because of automations, because of a number of different reasons. Businesses are slashing spending, the government's slashing spending. So you're trying to figure out, how do I earn an income when it looks like everything is collapsing around me? You got to get with the future. Thank you, Warfare. You got to get with the future. The e-learning industry is a $1.5 billion daily industry. Listen to me. $1.5 billion daily. That is being earned in the e-learning industry. People who have six-figure income earning skill sets are earning six figures in the e-learning industry. Now, I told you money doesn't disappear. Money moves. Money is moving into technologies and industries that support the future. Old money systems, old money structures are the reason why the economy looks so tumultuous. Thank you, Miss Texas. But I'm telling you, if you shift with the flow of money, you shift with the future, and you get in alignment, you actually can earn real money. 2-hour work days. You can get paid daily, and you can earn 100% of the profits. What does that mean? If you earn all the money, that is not multi-level marketing. If you earn all the money, it's not multi-level marketing. If you earn all the money, it is not cold calling and emailing. If you earn all the money, it's not affiliate marketing and network marketing. Do you understand me? That is what 100% profits means. It means that you have technology that's in an industry that allows you to have a 2-hour workday, to get paid daily, and earn 100% of the money. This is legal, this is legit, this is real, and you can do this anywhere in the world. Now, how do you do this? Let me give you an example of one person that you know who rides an economic boom after an economic boom after an economic boom. Mr. Elon Musk. Mr. Elon Musk was a part of the dot-com boom. During the dot-com boom, which is the early 2000s, him and his co-founders started PayPal. They sold PayPal at the peak of the dot-com boom. Now, a lot of people lost money during the dot-com boom. Elon Musk did not lose money. He made bank. He took the money from PayPal and reinvested it in another economic boom called renewable energy and EVs. Then Elon Musk made money from the EV renewable energy boom, and now he's dealing with space. So I'm giving you a real life example of a person who is alive, who's kicking with a chainsaw on stage, and I've showed you how. He's went from one economic boom to the next. Now, how do you do this? There's a simple formula to riding economic. Elon Musk is a government player that always seems to get lucky. He's not lucky. He actually takes action. And that's how I know that's a broke money mindset. And I mean no disrespect to you. When you try to say that a man's success is based off of luck, no, luck is timing. And that's the problem with some of you. You don't have your timing down. I just told you Elon Musk made bank during a dot-com boom. I just told you that Elon Musk made bank during the renewable energy boom. And I'm trying to tell you how to do it yourself. But you're so caught up in being a bitter, broke bitch instead of listening to me. STFU and listen. There is a way to ride economic booms. And this is the formula. It's called right timing. It's not luck. It's right timing. during an economic boom. Listen to me. It is not luck. For those of you who are not doing anything with your life, you think it's luck. It is right timing. Next, he invested in technology. Have you made bank? My bank is not none of your business. Goodbye. Next, he invested in technology. What was the technology at the time? It was a dot-com boom. He started PayPal, which was an online financial tool that aligned with the times. Next, he got reskilled. In order for Elon Musk to go from PayPal, which is banking, financial, to go to renewable energy, to go to space, the man is constantly learning and moving with economic booms. So what is the formula to ride an economic boom? It's right timing, it's investing in technology, and it's getting reskilled. I just showed you a mega billionaire. I just simplified to you, with you, what he's doing to earn money. Apple's done it. Amazon's done it. He's stealing from the people. No one can steal from people who are lazy. I'm going to repeat. This person says Elon Musk is stealing from people. He can't steal from people who are lazy. He can't steal from people who are lazy. Only lazy people allow themselves to be exploited. Don't come in here with your feelings. This is about money. If you feel like he's exploiting you, that means you are allowing yourself to be exploited. Because you got a woman right here trying to tell you some skills that you can pass on to future generations. And all you can do is talk to me about what Elon Musk is doing. Let me tell you what Elon Musk is not doing. He is not broke. He is not working for someone else. He is not waiting for handouts. He is looking forward and he's stacking his cash. That's what Elon's doing. Tell me what you're doing. Oh, you just got blocked. Moving on. Moving on. There's a simple formula. If you don't like it here, then move. Thank you. He was fired from PayPal. Sure, Elon Musk cashed out. You don't have to agree with me. Very clear. He did not start PayPal. He was fired from PayPal. Okay, doesn't matter. You're right about everything. I don't need to be right about everything. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Keep trying. If you're going to troll me, thank you, Redhead. If you're going to troll me, be a good troll. Don't be a bad troll. Don't be a broke, lazy troll. If you want to troll me, be a good troll. Okay? If you're gonna hit me, hit me. Otherwise, just be quiet. Now, what do? The e-learning industry is an industry that is projected to double. The e-learning industry is projected to double. By 2027, the e-learning industry is going to go from $1.5 billion daily to $3 billion daily. That is what its projection is. Now, unlike the stock market, the e-learning industry is a real bull market. What does bull means? It means it is projected to grow. It means its income potential is going to grow. That is what I'm talking about, aligning with economic booms and technologies, because you do not have to go broke and you do not have to feel victimized if you understand money flow. Are you with me? So how do you earn money in an industry like e-learning? First, you don't have to create anything. The e-learning industry uses automations, AI, and it's online. When I told you would have a 2-hour workday, I want you to listen to me. In order to have a 2-hour workday, you have to use the same technologies that are taking your jobs. So I want you to imagine having a 2-hour workday, because you have an automated system that uses automations, AI, and it's online. It's online. You have an online business, an online system that earns you 24/7 passive income in an industry that is booming, in an industry that is where the money's going. So just like your cell phone comes with a manual, and just like your computer comes with a manual, and just like your car comes with a manual, there is a technology that's already built that comes with a reskilling program that teaches you 6-figure income earning skills. I want to repeat this. If you do not know how to earn money online, and you do not earn money from your cell phone, and you have never earned six figures, or you've earned six figures and you've lost that money, you have an opportunity in the e-learning industry, which is projected to double in 2 years, to get new skill sets in which you work for yourself. You have your own business and you earn 100% of the money because you're following the same steps that successful people follow to ride one economic boom to the next. Now, what does this mean? There's an automated system that's already built. All you have to do is get a domain name, plug your domain into this automated system. You can have it up and running within 24 to 72 hours. You will also be taught six-figure income earning skills, digital skills. What does digital skill mean? It means that you earn money online without spending money. You earn money online, remotely, anywhere in the world, without spending money. That is how you earn 100% profits. There's no inventory, there's no drop shipping, there's no employees, there's no marketing, there's no advertising costs. So if you invested one time in an automated system that was already built, you have an automated money machine that's set up to your domain that allows you to build email lists. The automated system basically is the reason why you have a 2-hour workday, and your automated system creates your emails. I'm going to say email lists, and the email list is what you're building to earn an income. Now, how profitable is the email list? Well, anyone who wanted to know how to monetize their social media account, you got to build an email list. Anyone who's ever wanted to work remotely anywhere in the world and earn more money, you will get taught how to do this. So when I say six-figure income earning skills, you must understand the wide nature of what these skills are. If we are in a digital revolution, we're in a digital wave, and you do not have digital skills, and you're still trying to find a job, get a job, when the job market is collapsing because automations and robots are coming, the only way that I see that humans can earn an income is by having their own business. So what does this cost you? It's cheaper than your cell phone. It's cheaper than your gaming system. It is cheaper than your flat screen TV. There's a one-time investment. One-time small investment. You get an automated system. You get reskilled. What is that? A one-time investment of 100 or 300 or 600. I'm going to repeat. Some of y'all got confused. A one-time investment of 100 or 300 or $600 get you an automated system that you plug your domain into. This automated system's already built. You get reskilled with digital skills, with step-by-step training, live mentoring that teaches you the skill set you need to have a business that costs you no money. That is how you have 100% of the income. Next, you can be a high school dropout. You can be a college graduate. You can be a nanny. You can be a gardener. You can be a driver. You can be an executive or a professor. All of your jobs are going to be impacted by these technologies. So if you do not have these basic skills, basic digital skills, my question to you is as follows. How are you going to ride the next economic boom when you don't have the basic digital skills? If we are in a digital revolution and we're moving towards the future and you do not have digital skills, what are your employment prospects? Companies are going to bring robots. So how are you going to earn an income if you don't have the skills to use the technologies? How do you do it? So this is why it's critical for you to get these skills. Now, you get to be a business owner. You get to have technologies. You get to be taught how to work for yourself, how to earn income for yourself, and how to change your life and not get caught on the broke money side. Is this something you teach people to do? Galore Living, the reskilling program, is an e-learning program. Did you hear me? The reskilling program is a program that is e-learning, which means you log in, it's already created. What am I doing? I'm telling you about it. Do I teach you? No, I'm guiding you and I'm giving you information on how to ride this current economic boom. There's no gatekeeper. There's no red tape. There is no licenses. There's no permits. There's nothing preventing anyone from doing this. It is simple. It is step by step. A 4-year-old can do this. I said it. It's simple. It's step by step. There is live mentoring. So if you want the chance to change your economic prospects and you want the chance to have economic freedom and start riding economic booms, you must understand the timing is now. If you wait too long for this economic boom, then guess what? You got to wait for the next one. 2, you must have the technology. If you do not have the technology, you're not going to be able to have a 2-hour workday. Last, you got to get reskilled. It's 600 or 300 or 100, and there's payment plans. I want to repeat. It's 600 or 300. There are payment plans. Can you afford to wait? Can you afford to wait? Because anyone who knows the value of an education, you know knowledge is money and money is power. And you cannot ride an economic boom and build generational prosperity without knowledge and technology. Where do I go? You go to my profile. My website is there. I do not give out my website. You go to my profile. My website is there. And then you can read the information there. Very simple. If you continue to watch me and you continue to follow these economic booms and you can why the prices are different, Jerry, everything you need to know is on my website. My live stream is to educate you, not spoon feed you. I'm going to repeat. You're asking me a question that you can go get the answer. You can go get the information. There's some things I'm going to give you, and there's some things I'm not going to give you. If you want to know, it's listed in detail. You will see what you're going to learn. You're going to see the lessons. You're going to see everything, and it's already recorded. What does that mean? It's already recorded. It's a one-time investment. You get an automated system. You get 6-figure income earning skills, and you could actually be earning money, if you're good, within a week. If you need more training, 4 weeks. If you need a lot of training, maybe it takes you longer. But here's the thing. You're not earning money from your cell phone. You're not earning money from your gaming system. You're not earning money from your TV. Your skills are becoming obsolete. Your bank account can't support what's happening. So what do? Trading at this time. Trading is good. But do you have a backup plan? Because what I see Wall Street changing. I see automations. I see quantum computing. I see AI changing how Wall Street trades. I don't see traders on the floor. Did you hear me? I don't see traders on the floor because of the magnitude of what's happening technologically. So you got to have other skills. You can be a trader, you can be a doctor. If you don't know how to earn money online, whether you have a business or not, I am urging you to take action and get this information. I'm urging you to get an education digitally to ride this boom. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your hearts. Go to my profile. Go to my website. The information is there. 6-figure income earning skill sets. You can be a high school dropout and do this. Did you hear me? You can be a gardener. You can be a nanny. You can be a housekeeper. You can be a professor. Thank you, Dusty. Dusty, you know I like when that dog shakes his ass. Thank you, Dusty. Thank you, Dusty. Have a good night. Go to my website. Go to my website. Thank you, Dusty. Go to my website. Let's get this money, everyone. Good night.